Welcome to the deep dive. We're plunging into a single source today, pulling out those key insights, maybe some surprising facts too, and our focus. The life and, well, the truly multifaceted career of Konindela Ram Charan, or as pretty much everyone knows him, Ram Charan.
Yeah, it's quite a story. It goes way beyond just the movies, really. We're digging into how someone, born into this huge legacy, carved out his own path, global influence, business, philanthropy. It's all in there.
Exactly. So our mission really is to unpack that. How did he go from being, well, a star kid in Indian cinema to this genuine international figure?
Yeah.
We want you to get the full picture from his beginnings, born March 27, 1985, in Chennai, roots in Hyderabad, Telangana, all the way to where he is now. And you can't really talk about his roots without mentioning his father,
All right.
the legendary Chiranjeevi.
Oh, absolutely. The megastar. I mean, that title alone tells you the kind of influence, the kind of adoration he commands in Telugu cinema. Huge. So Ram Charan grew up with that, with his mother, Sureka Konindela, sisters Sushmita and Shrija. A lot of expectation there, I imagine.
Definitely. And it's interesting how he navigated that. He went to good schools, Padma Seshadri Balapavan, Lawrence School, but then specifically trained as an actor.
Right, at the Kishore Namit Kapoor Acting Institute in Mumbai. He put the work in.
And here's something interesting. He's not just an actor. He's a trained dancer, classical dancer, and a really skilled horse rider, an equestrian.
Yeah, those skills tell you something, don't they? About discipline, maybe? A kind of physical artistry that perhaps gave him, well, an edge. His first film, Chirutha, that was 2007, and bang, he wins the Filmfare for Best Male Debut South.
Which is a pretty significant start, especially, like you said, with all eyes on him because of his father.
A very strong start. But then just 2 years later, 2009, that's when Magadhira happened.
Ah, Magadhira.
Yeah.
Directed by S.S. Rajamouli. Now, that felt like a game changer. It wasn't just a hit. It was enormous, one of the biggest Telugu films ever at that point. What made it such a breakthrough?
Well, Magadhira was, it was pivotal. It really showed his range. He played a dual role,
Yeah.
intense action, but also these really deep emotional scenes. It proved he wasn't just riding on potential. He could carry this huge, epic story. It definitely took him to another level.
And earned him the Filmfare for Best Actor Telugu. That's a top award in South India.
Absolutely.
So then, okay, fast forward quite a bit, over a decade later to 2022. Rajamouli, again, RRR. This time alongside Junior NTR. And RR, well, that wasn't just a hit. It felt like a global event, a cultural moment. How did that specifically launch Ram Charan internationally?
RR hit on so many levels, didn't it? The scale was immense, the visuals were groundbreaking, and the story, friendship, heroism, it just clicked everywhere.
In a song.
Oh yeah, Natu Natu, you couldn't escape it. Oscar winner, became this global dance thing. But for Ram Charan himself, his performance as Alluri Sitarama Raju,
Yeah.
it was so intense. The physicality, the emotion he conveyed, it just grabbed people worldwide.
And that led straight to those big international appearances. Good Morning America, ABC News.
Exactly. Suddenly he's charming audiences, way beyond India, showing his personality on a truly global stage.
So that's what we're diving into. Not just what he's done, but how all these pieces fit together. His global appeal. It's about seeing the full picture. The acting award, sure, but also the business side, the philanthropy, his personal life.
It really is a story of someone who had this incredible lineage but didn't just coast. He forged something completely unique, something recognized globally now.
And speaking of recognition, he's consistently picked up awards throughout his career.
Yeah, beyond the box office success, you've got those 3 Filmfare Awards South, 2 Nandi Awards. Those are specifically for Telugu Cinema Excellence, Cinema A Awards, Cinema Awards. It's a decorated career.
So the RRR recognition, the global stuff, it was kind of the latest chapter, maybe the biggest so far, but built on a solid foundation.
Precisely. And it's not just film awards either. Being listed in GQ, India's most influential young Indians, that says something.
And the Oscar invitation in 2023. A huge nod to RRR's impact and, well, his rising profile.
Definitely.
But you mentioned influence beyond the screen. He's diversified strategically, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, that's where you see the entrepreneur. He started Condilla Production Company back in 2016.
Right.
And it's not just some side project. It's produced massive hits like Kaidi Nagar 150, his father's comeback film, and Sira Narasimha Reddy, also starring Chiranjeevi.
So that shows some smart thinking, leveraging the family legacy in a different part of the business.
Absolutely. And it goes beyond film production, too.
Like the Polo Club. He co-owns the Hyderabad Polo and Riding Club. That connects back to his horse riding skills.
Exactly. It taps into a personal passion, but it's also, an investment in a certain kind of luxury lifestyle brand, which aligns with his image.
And the brand endorsements, Pepsi, thumbs up, big names.
Right. It shows he's not just relying on acting, he's building this whole ecosystem, you could say, around his brand, using his popularity in different arenas. It's a smart, holistic approach, building an empire beyond just movie releases.
That makes sense. It's a broader strategy.
Yeah.
But okay, with all that influence, that business side, there's often an expectation of giving back, right? Social responsibility. How does he approach that?
That's definitely part of the picture. His wife, Upasana Kamini, is heavily involved through Apollo Life. She's the vice chairperson focused on health, wellness, education.
A powerhouse in her own right.
Totally. But Ram Charan isn't just, lending his name. During the COVID crisis, for example, he was directly involved in launching oxygen banks, making sure they got distributed.
Really? Hands-on like that?
Yeah, working with the Apollo Foundation, Blue Cross, it showed a real hands-on commitment, not just a donation, going beyond just writing a check.
That's quite powerful and speaks to maybe some of those personal qualities people talk about. Humility, discipline, commitment.
I think so. And those qualities combined with, his family life, he and Upasana had a daughter in June 2023. It all contributes to this image of someone authentic, grounded, but still striving for excellence. It rounds out his global appeal.
So when you piece it all together,
Well, you see this journey, right? From star kid to this genuinely multifaceted global figure. Award-winning actor, yes, loads of accolades. Successful producer with his own company.
savvy entrepreneur too, with the Polo Club, the endorsements.
And the philanthropy, the work with his wife's initiatives, the direct action like the oxygen banks, it's significant.
These aren't just random achievements. They feel like deliberate choices shaping his influence.
It really does highlight his unique spot. GQ India's most influential, the Oscars invite. He kind of embodies this new model of global stardom, doesn't he?
How so?
It's not just about box office numbers anymore. It's this blend of, artistic success, business smarts, and having that social conscience.
So thinking about this whole deep dive into Ram Charan, what is his success, this whole multidimensional thing he's built? What does it tell us, especially now, with global cinema getting more interconnected, celebrity influence spreading everywhere? What is his journey balancing that huge family legacy, the business side, the philanthropy, suggest about how we even define global stardom and influence today? It's definitely something to think about, isn't it? What it means to be a global icon in this era.